Wuhan is a city at war with an invisible enemy. And they're trying everything they can to defeat it. State media is now full of images of a heroic struggle, the brand new hospitals held up as proof it's one they're winning. But Xiao Huang is not so sure. It took him days to find his granddad a bed in this hospital corridor. Shortly after this video was taken, he was dead. He fears his grandmother, who also has the virus, is dying too.
大概用了9天的时间才看到病，才医院给做那个检测，然后病情一直在恶化，结果还要等第一天，等到第2天的时候，就感觉已经没抱多大希望了，只能靠他自己熬了，能熬过来就熬过来，只能看吧，听天由命吧。那这个病情是慢慢的恶化的嘛，如果能早点入院，早一点治疗，它肯定效果会更好。
Wuhan is overwhelmed by illness, with hundreds more cases than available beds, and these patients hooked up to makeshift drips. One woman who doesn't want to be identified tells me that her uncle's death won't even be counted in the official statistic.
当时就是把我们搞到一个酒店，他说是隔离点，让我们去了以后呢，那个酒店的话，是没有暖气，然后也没有医护人员，然后我大伯的当时的情况的话，就已经是呼吸很困难的，他没有任何的医疗措施给我们，包括治疗或者是吸氧的装备都没有。然后到第2天早上，我爸爸6点半钟再去看他的时候，他人就已经走了。就是如果那个时候他能接受医院的治疗，气管插管的治疗的话，他是可以活下来的。然后没有那个遗体告别仪式，直接火化，然后15天后让我们去取骨灰，不会算在确诊和死亡的数字都不会算。这种病人太多了，武汉。是我爸爸现在的身体状况的话，我没有抱很大的希望。他也不能去医院做检测了，但是没有检测就没有床位，就是这样一个死循环。
3986道菜品。
All of this might have been prevented. In mid-January, knowing the virus was already spreading fast, the authorities allowed this massive community banquet to go ahead, putting the economy and political stability ahead of public health. With the epidemic raging, travel records show 5 million people were able to leave Wuhan before the city was finally locked down. With infections now taking hold across China, other cities have begun imposing restrictions. In Nanyang, Hangzhou, Wenzhou, Harbin, only 1 person per household is allowed out to buy food once every 2 days. The increasing disruption is why some countries, including the UK, are advising people to leave. Others are getting out anyway.
Yeah, quite a bit disappointed, but I think it's okay because they're trying to keep us safe.
The cost of all this is immeasurable. This was the middle of Beijing in what should be the middle of a working week. The ruling Communist Party knows that as well as economic, there are political risks in all of this. The deep public anger that officials didn't do enough to tell people what they knew soon enough, which is why we've seen the highly unusual step of the ruling Politburo admitting this week that mistakes were made. The big question now, of course, can they fix this? With the propaganda in overdrive, the remotest corners are getting the public health message. But China faces a long journey yet. John Sudworth, BBC News, Beijing.